Hi ladies, it's Stephanie. I wanted to share with you really quickly before I have to put these in the mail. This is the February 2012 card swap that Belinda Akers is hosting. She is hosting that swap over on Life on the Scrap Beach. And this time I managed to sign up in time. I missed January's, but I only went with one spot this time, and I'm glad I did because I had an idea in my head of what to do, and of course that did not pan out the way I had hoped it would, so I got, kind of flustered and lost my mojo and just went on that kick about organizing everything, which all of my stamps are in binders. They're done. I have the two small binders left, one with my alpha stamps and the other one with my coloring images, like my Gorgeous Girls stamps, CC designs, those kinds of things. Those two I just need to stamp out the images and put them in page protectors. And anywho, so I moved on to that, and then I did my Cricut binders, which I'll show you that in a second. But I finally came up with something that I thought was gonna work, and I hope it does. So let me show you. The theme was thinking of you. Oops, sorry, going the wrong way. Wrong way. There we go. The theme was thinking of you and spring. So I used a doily and cut it in half and put it on the edge. I just used plain ivory. These are pre-made note cards with matching envelopes. And I left the inside blank because it is a thinking of you, and they can just put whatever they want on the inside, write on both sides a note or what have you. And I stamped a little hummingbird up here. This is from one of my, I believe it's one of my Studio G dollar stamps. Punched out some Martha Stewart butterflies, and I made the flowers using my Stampin' Up! A 3-heart punch. It's got the little tiny hearts, the big skinny hearts, and then the shorter fat hearts, and I just folded those in half to make the petals and made kind of a half flower down here, and I put the small hearts for the center of the flower and put in various places my Viva Decor white pearl pen, and my sentiment is "You're in my thoughts." And my background paper is basil cardstock. It's just the Swiss dots for some texture, and I really love that kind of teal color. And that's it. I left it really simple on the inside. If it was like a birthday card or some other kind of sentiment, I would have decorated the inside, but since it is just a plain white note card and it's a "You're in my thoughts," it can be for any occasion, get well soon, or thinking of you, whatever. I left it blank. If they want to write on both sides, that's fine. And my envelope, I just kept it simple and stamped. This is another, I think it's a Studio 112, the stamps in the dollar bin at Joann's, and stamped it in bamboo memento ink, and which I picked up at Joann's for $2.97 on clearance, and colored the inside of a couple of flowers using one of my Sakura gel pens, one of my Stardust pens, and that was it. Took me all morning to do these, and I really like how they came out. I'm loving this color theme right now. That kind of teal, aqua, yellow, and pink, and green, but I didn't incorporate green on here because it already had a lot going on the front of the card. But there are my cards, so I'm going to be sending those out, and I'll have to remember to put that back in the little thingy. So let me show you, let me move that real quick and show you my Cricut binder. I was on a kick of doing organization for quite some time now, and which is very unlike me. I'm a total fly by the seat of your pants kind of crafter, and I was looking for, I saw something in the latest Scrapbooks Etc. magazine, and I wanted to recreate it. So I was looking for a particular die cut image, and I knew I didn't have it. I only have a couple of nestabilities, which I just made a binder for those this morning. And I was going through, I thought surely of all the 20, I think I have 29 or 30 Cricut cartridges, one of them has to have that cut. It's a pinking circle cut. No. I had to take out every one of my handbooks, and I was looking online and just, oh, it was horrible. And I thought there has to be an easier way. So I found a couple of links on the Cricut forum from, I think 2009 were the links, where people were making binders and they were giving you suggestions. So what I did, oh, and in front of each one of my binders, including my stamp binders, I have this, it's a little clear pencil pocket. Actually, it's pretty big. And it zips at the top up here, which you totally can't see. And I put those in each one of my binders. I picked them up for, I think, 50 or 60 cents at Office Max, and put them in the front of each one of my binders. That way when I get new stamps, if I'm too lazy to catalog them right away, I can just drop them in to this little case right here. I don't know why I have one in the front of my Cricut one, but I printed, this is basically, oh, this stupid camera, it's too close. I'm trying to edge it without actually bumping it. So hang on, let me adjust your view quickly. There we go. Okay, hope we're all right. Nobody fell. This is basically what's printed on the back of the box. And I did that for each of my Cricut cartridges, put them in the page protectors, and then thought, no, because there are so many other cuts in here that the back of the box does not show you. And this is what I mean. This is the handbook, and this one I'm thinking of reprinting because I turned it the wrong way when I printed it. But see, like for this image that's shown, sorry for the glare, for this image right here that's shown on the handbook, you get all these other little cuts in here with the features, and I wanted to be able to see everything at a glance. And so what I did was I went on the Cricut website and went to their cartridge library, and where it says you can view the handbook, I did that, and I found which 50 pages were the ones that I wanted to print out. And then in my printer selections, I think it's the printer properties, was where I changed it to print horizontal and 6 per page. And some people were doing it in black and white, instead of printing color, because I will tell you, you're going to use an entire cartridge of color ink if you have a lot of Cricut cartridges. So you may want to go black and white, but if you do go with the black and white image instead of color, only do 3 pages per individual page, if that makes sense. Like instead of doing 6, you would only get these 3, so the images would be larger, because it's going to print not fully in black and white. It's going to be kind of a grayscale image. me see if I can show you what I mean. I tried it with one of mine, and I really didn't like it because I did go with the 6 per page just to save on paper, because for each cartridge, and now I didn't print on the back side of the paper. For each cartridge, it's going to print 9 sheets of paper if you just do one-sided and you do 6 of the pages. But let me see if I can find one. And I had to split this up into 2 binders. But see here, it's oriented the correct way. But see, it's gray and it's not really that clear. If the pictures, if there was only 3, if I'd only printed like these 3 and not these 3, then of course the images would have been larger and I probably would have been able to see it better. But I didn't do that. Because I think when you do 3 per page, it prints 17 sheets of paper. And as it was, I went to Staples and got an entire ream of paper, which I don't recommend doing that because everything is more expensive at Staples. Just go to Walmart. Their reams of paper is like $3. I think it's $2.97 or $3 and some change. Anywho. And stock up on the page protectors because I want these to last. You can also, it is kind of expensive to get, I had to get a couple of packs of page protectors for these 2 binders. You can also at Staples buy the reams of paper for $8 that already have the 3 holes punched in it. So if you're going to skip buying page protectors, you might want to go that route. It would also make it a lot faster because your 3 hole are already punched in your paper. As soon as it prints out, you can just stick it right in your binder and be done. And I created tabs for everything. It's all alphabetized, and I really love this setup. I mean, it's so easy, and you can see where I had to get new ink because it starts fading and then ta-da, new ink. But my tip is to stock up on reams of paper and do just 1 cartridge and see if you like it with 3 of these images per page, or if you want to do 6 and save on some paper. Totally up to you. It'll also save on room. Like I have, I think 30 cartridges, and it took 2 binders to get it all in here. So, but I really love it. I love how I can just pick up a binder and or 2 and go through and see each and every Cricut cut that I can possibly make. So if anyone has any questions about this or about the card that I made, just leave me a comment. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Saturday. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.